The ocean is normally viewed as a calming, peaceful place. Most people travel to the shore to relax and to unwind with the fresh sea breeze and the gentle sound of waves. This is not always the case, however, for the sea is the home of the UmiBozu. When a sudden storm at sea arises, one can be sure the UmiBozu is stirring. Imagine the terror you would feel seeing a huge black swell on the ocean. At first you may think it is a giant wave, almost 10 meters tall. This on its own would be a true horror to anyone in the middle of a dark ocean. But as the giant figure looms over your ship, you realize from its glowing, hate-filled eyes that you have come across something far worse. The UmiBozu is a very large and very evil dark entity, which has been described in many forms. The common factor, however, is the dome-like head that resembles the shaved scalp of a monk. This may be fitting, as it has been said that the UmiBozu are the angry spirits of monks thrown into the sea by villagers. Being improperly buried, their spirits are doomed to wander the oceans forever. Their human bodies, long lost to the sea, could they even be laid to rest at all? The practice of Furudaraki Tokai might lend some credence to this. In this practice, monks would be nailed in coffins alive and sent on boats alone into the ocean, where they had hopes they would be revived once they had reached paradise. Perhaps, when the monk finally realized that this was not the case, and they had been fooled their whole lives, their rage turned them into the UmiBozu. Due to their unfair deaths and eternal punishments, the UmiBozu love nothing more than to drown seafaring people in creative ways. Often, the huge UmiBozu would simply overturn ships as it rose through the rough waters. Other times, however, the UmiBozu might feel like torturing you a bit before your demise. The UmiBozu may demand you give it a barrel or it will kill you. Unfortunately, if you give it the barrel, it only fills it with seawater and then drowns you slowly in it anyway. It is said that if you give the UmiBozu a bottomless barrel, it may buy you enough time to sail away in its confusion. Other times, it may present you with a riddle. As it rises vile and horrifying from the sea, it may ask you in a booming voice,
"What is the most horrible thing you know?"
Most people would be shocked into having no answer at all, or be only able to think of the horrible thing in front of them. However, if you are calm and clever, you may say, "My job," or "life." Having one of these two answers, the sea monk may sink slowly into the ocean, satisfied with your answer. So what could some possible explanations for the UmiBozu be? Some have speculated that it could be as simple as a large rogue wave. We know that these do happen. Whales and squid sometimes rise out of the ocean, and could be mistaken for a bald monk creature quite easily in the dark of a storm. Storm clouds themselves can often be incredibly terrifying and look like many things. Apophenia is the human tendency to find patterns in things where they don't necessarily exist, such as seeing faces or eyes in clouds. Or could there be something more to this? Unless you want to find out for yourself, always say your blessings before leaving shore. Never disrespect the sea, and never go fishing on the last day of the year. Hi everybody, I hope you liked this episode of Yokai Stories. If you did, like and subscribe and tell your friends about it. I'd like to raise enough money from YouTube to go around the world, especially to Japan, and investigate some weird stories and haunted locations and take you along for the ride. So anything you can do to promote us would be great. See you next time.